Now I'm a fan of any eccentric billionaire that thinks when they got a little bit of money in their pocket, they can go out, start fighting crime, get on some makeup and press karate on the poor. And there's one man who made it all possible. And here he is, Batman, and he uses Batwing. This is how it looks. Full scale, wall mounted. On the back we have various scenarios which are possible with the contents of the box and the characters contained within. And on the side, the man himself. Many bags. Many bags. And instructions. Cheers. Open up the instructions. It just makes no difference. 2,300 pieces. So, let's go through it. Okay. The Bat book. I think I might give some dramatic readings in the introduction of the Bat book. If the forces of evil should rise again to cast a shadow on the heart of the city, call me. The inspiration. The Batwing is the epitome of the Caped Crusader. For one thing, a bat has to fly, of course. But more than that, its silhouette against the full moon in Batman 1989 emulates the bat signal, the iconic beacon of hope that summons Batman in the darkest hours of Gotham City. The design process. Eager to capture the moon brood and spirit of the movie, our designers went all out to recreate the distinctive features of the Batwing. Look forward to finding out what they are. Right. Do we really need to know about Adam Gabowski? Oh, I know, man. The Batwing movie model actually isn't very detailed, but its shape is what gives it life. So it was important to get that right. I tackled it as one unit instead of one feature at a time. It's only shown very briefly in the movie, and most details can be seen inside the cockpit. But we had blueprints. A blueprint? Amazing. But we had blueprints that, knowing the dimensions, we blew up to scale with the 1989 Batmobile. Then we mapped out the cockpit window and went from there. We opted for a built solution rather than a one-piece window because in our opinion, it worked almost at once. Well, that was a test of literacy more than anything else, and really drew attention to the fact that mine's not so great. Interpreting the construction. We took a few creative liberties inside the cockpit. It's not an angle you really get to see, and we had to create an artificial shadow so that the footwell looks deeper than it actually is. The edges of the wings, in bags 5 and 6, are quite unusual and fun, challenging build. They wrap around the outer curve of the wing, which isn't a perfect half circle. I created the outline with techniques that allowed me to flip bricks in a way so I could always use the best brick for the shape I needed. It's a crazy puzzle, but it works. I don't think that Adam Gabowski gets out a lot. Iona Popescu. Very attractive lady. She's a graphic designer. I love creating the minifigures and stickers for this set, especially the Boombox Goon. He's such a fun character and nicely detailed. This was my 4th The Joker minifigure and the most unique so far. Graphic design brings a story into the model. Look for Easter eggs like the screen with the iconic Smilex gas balloon and the sticker that labels the engine as Bat Engine. Working with Adam is always a smooth process, except for a mistake I made on a sticker which I had to correct quite late in the process. I think Adam and Iona might have a lot of sound going on. Okay, last page though. The Batwing movie model. A life-size model of the Batwing was built for the close-up flying scene when Batman takes on the Joker at the 200th anniversary celebration of Gotham City. He grabs the toxic Slimex-filled parade balloons from the Joker's float and flies off, releasing them into the night sky. Guns blazing, he zooms back towards the grinning maniac on the ground in a theatrical showdown that ends in a dramatic crash. Ready for takeoff. The movie version of this Batwing may have crashed in at the steps of Gotham City Cathedral, but this one you can build, rebuild, and display whatever you like. Follow the instructions, get ready to save Gotham City from the world's first fully functional homicidal artist, and give the world a rest from crime. And she blows. I always think the best way to kick the analysis of the set off is with a little look at the minifigures. And this one comes with 3. The Joker, Batman, and Boombox Goon. Now, 2 of them is the only place you can get them in this set. And that's the Joker and the Boombox Goon. You can get other Jokers, but you can never get them looking quite like this. This guy's got tails. for his tuxedo. Like, you don't see that a lot. You don't see that a lot. His Batman cape is pretty cool as well. If you take it off though, to see the head that he's got. He's got two heads. He's got two heads, two expressions. They both seem kind of strange with his sweatband on. And the only reason that sweatband is so that when he puts on his cape, his eyes look like they've glazed over. Which, I don't know. I don't know if I'm into that or not. This boombox dude now, he's probably my favourite. He's got printing on his arm as well, which doesn't happen often. Yeah, I like him a lot. I like his mustache as well. That goes a long way. There's also what you don't see a lot is a stand for them to all be put on. I mean, none of them are to scale with the Batwing, so they don't go inside. But they do have this, well, what is meant to be the top of Gotham Cathedral where they fight to the death at the end. But, yeah, 2 gargoyles. So here is the fully assembled Batwing. It's actually larger than it was on the front of the box, and I thought that was going to be approximately the same size, but apparently not. So it's also a lot more detailed than I thought it was going to be. Got a lot of grill pieces down both the wings, just give it a little bit of depth. Got 2 fins here for air acrobatics, and the guns are even more detailed than I thought they were going to be. Got 2 on either side here, which are like mini guns. 2 at the front, don't know what they're for, but look good. And 4 missiles for blowing stuff up. Yeah, I'm not the greatest fan of the stand. I don't think it works so well. I don't think it's the primary way of displaying it either. I'll show you in a second how it looks up on the wall. On the wall it looks class. Right, show it from the side. You see, it's still kind of narrow for the size of it. Still kind of narrow. Those are really kind of sturdy. You get a good grip on it. Like it's not going anywhere. You do some damage with it. I would probably one of the things I would go for if I was under attack or under siege. You definitely wing it at someone and cause some harm. On the back, pretty basic, but there are some nice bat wings here, which is, you know, we get it. But no, not much going on around the back, apart from the clip, how to put it on the wall. Right. Then we have the stand, which, you know, this comes off very frequently. This will pop off on its own, and that's not ideal, really. When it's on, it kind of rattles around, like being like one point of contact. Rattles around quite a lot. I find it difficult as well to change the height of it, which you do by pulling out these 2 pins on the side. Yeah, to make it go up or down like that. But to be honest, don't think I'm going to use this anyway. There's a couple of other things that deserve a nod as well. One would be the little sticker that says Bat Engine. And inside here is actually the way you keep the tools for wall mounting it. So that's well thought through. You know, he's put a bit of time into that, and I enjoy it. So I also thought I'd showcase how to wall mount it. And what you need to do is open up the cockpit, go into the Bat Engine, and grab the 2 Lego scale crowbars and flick up the panel that is making the base of the seat. And that'll reveal kind of like a clip, which if you put a screw in the wall, you can attach it onto. I think that only leaves one thing left to say. Robert Pattinson, eat your heart out. See you later. A Lego replica of his 1989 Batmobile. Fuck Batwing. What is the Lego Batman? Fuck.